What is the next steps here?
I think just maybe scoring more.
Oh my God! 6'7", he's looking down. Oh shit!
Takes a shot. Oh, a tip by Richard.
You don't see
and
that
he
happen a lot,
scores!
but it is possible.
In on net, scores! Now Michigan scores! Big hit by Long.
Here comes Bubba on a breakaway. Oh, what was that? What was that?
Davidoff. Oh my God! Oh my God! Davidoff!
Backhand off the post and the ring double trap down.
Are you fucking kidding me, buddy? There you go. We always say good game to one another.
Buzz flip it! Look out, he's gonna open net! Oh no! Buzz flip it!
Sorry, my shit's fucked up, so I don't know, I can't hear anything. But yeah. My teammates obviously
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the continuation of the first night of Season 4 in the PHL, particularly tonight, the first night of the D3 season. And we have a matchup tonight, the Hobart Bay Caribou at home against the traveling Fernie Foxes. With some lovely lineups for you tonight. I am Katie, joined by Log in the booth tonight. Log also on ones and twos, all the button presses.
Love buttons.
With the Fernie Foxes getting started. Have Jamal D down on center. Viper, formerly known as Billet, on left wing. Rada on right wing. Jackson on right D. And Luke in net. We'll see if that changes up if they're missing a D-man. And for Hobart Bay, Randy on center, Tension on left wing, Yode on left D, and Beasley on right D with Ironic in net. Lovely, lovely lineups tonight, and we'll see how the action kicks off. Pretty fresh off of that draft board, which you can always look up some info on phlstats.com as well as the master sheets, but phlstats.com, the new edition for this season, as well as Puck Guru for reviewing games. If you guys haven't checked that tool out, it's linked on the PHL Stats website. It's truly fantastic.
Yeah, it's super cool. Huge shout out to Delph for that, and kind of a fun start so far to D3. You know, as you mentioned, Katie, not a lot of turnaround time for these guys to get the chemistry going in the Prospect Division, but the Crystal Lake Conspiracy earlier and the Quacking Mallard both looked really good. Low-scoring games, but very exciting games for the Prospect Division, so I'm super excited to see what this matchup brings us. A lot of great players on the ice here. I want to talk about, you mentioned Jackson playing defense, someone who is very well known to be a big F1 type of player playing D tonight, so we'll see if that sticks for him, and we'll see as it looks like they are ready.
Yeah, and it's that's the big thing with during the draft. You kind of have these previous kind of ideas of players, but we're seeing players like Dabs kind of wanting to make that shift to playing forwards, and Kiwi, who I think was kind of leaning a little bit towards forward with his positions. I think he's going to end up playing defense in D2, but a lot of shifting around, and especially with D3 with so many players getting play time and just so many games happening, there really is just so much room for kind of testing things out with positioning and kind of allowing a lot of room for players to kind of bloom and grow and see what they can do in different spots on the ice as the puck is sent into the neutral zone. Looking like an early offensive opportunity for Randy with Hobart. Goes to the shot, but Luke getting across there. The Yo Dead Guy, who had a stellar performance in the PHL versus PPHL staff show match. Really kind of sneakily been making his name more well known also in the off-season tournaments, kind of making a name for himself, but he is moving up and up on the list of people to look out for. Drafted in the second round by the Hobart Bay Caribou as Yo Dead Guy lifts the puck up, almost gets it through. as Luke having to do some calculations to see how to get the puck out in that situation,
So
able
Katie,
to.
little fun fact for you here is we saw the chemistry there, the dead guy Beastly Italian brother connection reuniting for the first time since I believe season 2. I might be wrong with that, but yeah, back in action here in D3. We're in the red and brown, reunited.
Yeah, love to see it happen, and it's definitely, especially you've seen in the D1 draft is a prime example, but there is just a benefit and leaning towards. Oh my God! Stop the presses. We've got a cross crease pass tucked in. Viper going across, gets the pass last moment to JD down, and Ironic trying to close the gap, but just inches of an opening lets Jamal sink that one in. And first blood goes with the Fernie Foxes.
Yeah, tough early in the game if you're Hobart, but good goal there.
Yeah, still plenty of game left, but there's whatever that statistic is about, the percentage, like the win rate of teams that score first, and it's nothing to scoff at. But as I was saying earlier, just when you're forming a draft as a captain, you are looking for that prior history between players, because if you know the previous chemistry there, you do just have a leg up on the competition in that regard. We have less time to spend kind of forming those connections as the puck goes in the air. Luke able to get in the way of that one, send it out. And Ironic, looking a little bit like sleepy out there, getting up and involved in the play.
Yeah, 2 goalies here, Katie. 2 potential top goalies here in D3 between Luke and Ironic. Both have been around and both are known to be brick walls. I believe both are D2 subs as well that I'm sure will get some ice time over there. So.
Yeah, for certain. It looks like, Ironic drafted in the 3rd round with Luke drafted in the 2nd. So definitely the names that people had at the tops of their lists. And we're getting a nice showcase why. Some excellent moves from both of them. And again, the beauty of D3 is the amount of depth and kind of variety that you get to see, where you have these highly valued goalies and they're going to see all sorts of shots and all sorts of plays. So it really is kind of just a real variety test for them. As Viper in the back tries the drop pass to Prada, does get it through. Up to Jackson. Again, kind of that forward playmaker type. Not overextending, turns back there. Kind of leaving that space. And maybe for good reason, as the same duo from the first goal able to score this one as well. Viper or Vapor? I don't know.
Viper
sends
I believe,
it.
Yeah. Connection.
Which one?
Viper.
Viper. All right. To Jamaldi down. Chemistry at the very start of the season, which is fantastic for the Fernie Foxes, as they've been able to get that play twice, and Hobart Bay need to find an answer for it. BC Italian in the air. But yeah, after watching this happen log, what's you have any insights on kind of the response from Hobart Bay that they'll need to make?
Clearly, this Foxes team must have been scrimming a little bit. They have a really good connection early here. A lot of returning members to Midnight's team with Jackson and Will, and also Viper at one point as well with new faces. Look out here, 2-0.
Oh my goodness, great play by Ironic, getting a little bit of pressure there.
But shout out real quick, Katie, to Charbart in the chat. Welcome. He says, at midnight, you deserve to lose. As you know the lore from yesterday, apparently there was a promise from Midnight that he would draft Charbard in the last round, and they didn't, so.
Ooh.
They, in fact, did not draft Charbard, but. Whoa! Look at that one.
Oh my goodness. Plenty of drama
going
on.
God!
Holy crap, moly. On and off the ice, but particularly on right now. That puck gets tapped down. Thought the play was over, but then Jackson sneaking up for some forward action gets the perfect lift to go into the corner. That is a nightmare to save.
A tough one there. 3-0 now.
That is a tough one. Hard lead to come back from, especially if it's happening in the first period. Not impossible, but certainly a difficult mountain to climb. That's just the first game of the night, so no need to fret too much.
Oh, look at this one!
Oh! Right at the buzzer, perhaps almost getting robbed by that update, taking away that last second from periods.
Yeah, that's a close one. I know that caught a lot of people by surprise when Gaff changed that, and they're like, "Where's that last second
Yeah.
bat? It's gone."
And what did Charvard say in the Twitch chat?
He's yapping.
Jeff Blez girlfriend over me. That is a tough look. Keep your head up, King. You're still a free agent.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it a little bit last stream with Alleycat. A lot of people weren't drafted this time around. A lot of players with potential. So I think there will be. Oh, look out here! There will be a rookie division this time around. You guys get your name
Yeah.
out there. So
And I think what that also should mean for D3 is that, there are those playtime requirements as Tension gets an opportunity, but
Great
swiped
save.
aside by Luke. With those playtime requirements, I think when teams are trying to get, fight for kind of position in the standings for draft position. Oh my God, as
Another
Viper
one.
again sends it through. Looking fantastic tonight with, I believe, a hat trick. So great work there. Ironic.
Got 3 or 4
Trying
points here.
to get in the way of the pass. Bites a little bit too much on that near side. Trusting that defender, but a lane is found again. And Ironic getting pelted tonight. Facing, relatively even shots, but the shot quality has
Quality.
been fantastic for
Yeah.
Fernie tonight. And, I mean, that is certainly tough. But as I was saying, for the rookie division stuff, playtime requirements, I think throughout the season are going to start wanting to find depth in your roster. And I think that's where we'll see some of those free agency pickups, where you have some guys that are working out, some guys that are, playing okay, but you kind of have your eyes on a prospect in the free agent pool. I can definitely see a lot of those plays happening, a lot of player mobility in this division, more so than you would see in D1 or D2.
Yeah.
As Jamaldi down, catches the puck, drops it to Viper. Looking for another chance here. The defense trying to close in, but really having a hard time with these gaps. Ironic, thankfully gets the stick in the way, but it just seems like there's these holes between the defenders on Hobart. They're not able to close. The puck is sent out. Prada in the back, gonna pick that one up for Fernie. Behind the net, Tension trying to apply some pressure there, not getting too much done though. Does force the drop pass to Jackson. Tension again continuing to pressure, trying to force a pass again, seeing if he can make a mistake happen. But looks like Viper is able to keep the puck there, looking for that pass out front. Bounces off the side of the net, and Beastly Italian able to lock it down and get that puck away from a dangerous spot. Back out to Jackson though, gonna keep the attacks going. Puck in the corner, drop pass to Prada. Looking to get in the slot, but Deke's a little bit too far. Loses that handle, and Hobart are going to collect the puck. What an unfortunate bounce. Almost spelled disaster.
Beastly Italian, Katie, a first-round pick for Randy and the Caribou. I like the strategy for Randy, honestly. Beastly Italian, a great lockdown guy who somehow slipped the D3 this season. And, lock him up early.
Yeah, that's the thing where, again, as I was discussing earlier, there's such a variety of kind of shot types and chances you'll see, where captains have a lot of different approaches you can take. You can, take somebody that is just going to try and farm goals for you, or you can take somebody that's going to try and lock it down. I know that the scoreline is a little bit tilted here, but it is early in the season, and I think, oh my goodness, another chance almost got through. Ironic doing the Lord's work there. But I think once the chemistry works, especially, it takes a lot of effort and time sometimes to get those chems and rotations and all that boring stuff to lock in. But once you click with a good defender, games can get suffocating really fast.
Yeah, that's.
That puck gets through, and I think now you're at the point, if you're on the Caribou, where you're just trying to build up some confidence for the next game, get a few quality shots on, where you're not in red alert mode trying to bring this one back. If you get a few goals, maybe shift your mindset, but right now you're just trying to, again, get your sea legs, get some chances, get some passes through, feel things out, and then go into the second game of the night feeling fresh and ready to score. There's a little bit of a pile up there.
Four-way crash there.
Looking like something out of Cartoon Network. But the
I
puck
miss
is
my
sent
Cartoon
out in
Network
front.
days.
Lost. Yo, dead guy!
Ooh.
Across the crease, looking to sneak a chance low corner. Doesn't quite get it, but I like the idea. And speak the devil, Beastly Italian. Down back to collect the puck. As Randy is able to strip it off of Jamaldi down. Sends the puck up and through, looking for tension on that breakout pass. Able to get it, but not with space. Has to curl around. Jackson loses it for a moment. Almost gives up a easy chance for Yo Dead Guy. But does lose it as Randy is back to collect. 5 seconds left in the second period. As this game is about to enter its third frame. It is looking dominant in favor of the Fernie Foxes. Purely in score. If we look at the stat sheet. 8 shots to 8 shots.
Yeah.
Only winning 17% of the faceoffs. A little, I mean, they have less passes than Hobart Bay. A little bit more possession time, but the stat sheet is telling a different story than the goal line is. Where I think that if Hobart Bay, again, go into the next game fresh, their lineup is doing great. It's just, I think that early lead kind of threw them off their balance.
Yeah, it's
So,
just the quality of chances is a little better right now for Fernie. They're doing a really good job
sure.
just tic-tac-toe passing to the slot, finding back doors, keeping the puck moving really quickly, Katie. That's why they're getting these goals through Ironic.
Yeah, exactly. Speed is the name of the game here. Kind of just in puck in general, where you can be the smartest player, but if you make your decision too late, somebody's already there to take the puck off of you. The best chances come from speed, catching the goalie off guard, catching the defenders off guard, finding those gaps. And unfortunately, sometimes for a defense to figure out what gaps there are, you got to get punished for them. And the real show of talent is how they recover from those plays and adapt, which again we are looking for in game 2 from Hobart. But in game 1 tonight, we're keeping our eyes on Viper and Jamaldi down, the dynamic duo with Jackson doing some playmaking there and Prada chipping in here and there as well, but also able to keep it locked down on defense. A player that's been around for a good while and kind of getting his name out there, making an impact on the game. Beastly Talon looks to charge it, but does get sent back. Ironic having to make a play on the puck here. Able to sneak it past, but not too safely as the puck gets sent straight back at him. No rest for the wicked. As Jackson gets the look here, goes for the shot wide. Picks it up again, though. Sharpshooter, he's got the scope on his stick and everything. As Viper looks to keep the puck here, taps it back to Jackson, up in the air. Down low, Jamaldi down looking for it. But Randy gonna apply that pressure, get him off. And this is back into center ice.
I do like the scope quite a bit as one of the toaster things you can get. But let us know, guys, what you think too about the cosmetics on stream. And we're trying out a lot of things today for just free. Today for opening night, a lot of new things coming from Toaster, so shout out him.
Yeah, a lot of sweet little details. I do like the team colors that you can change because it does change the posts. It changes the score at the top. So hopefully for y'all, it's even easier to keep track of. I know before it was still a lot of times it would just be red team and blue team popping up. You'd have to kind of check who's home, who's away. So all these little details. Shout out to Toaster. Shout out to kind of anybody in the puck modding community where it's truly about 50% of what makes everything work, if not more, as Dead Guy.
The brother connection.
As I was saying. The Brotherhood.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable. And like I was saying, what you're looking for, you're not looking to win the game necessarily, but you're looking to get some confidence going. And that's exactly what they needed. They needed a quality chance. And that was about as high a quality as you can ask for. Pass deep to the back door, and Yo Dead Guy gets some air on it.
Look out.
Ironic. Oof. Almost got a haircut there. Thankfully doesn't have to make the save as Beastly Italian taps the puck up the walls. Moldy down. Somehow gets the puck through. Viper looking to keep it, but Randy trying to cause a headache. Can't cause a big enough one, though, as Viper does get a few more dekes in. Jamaldi down in the corner has Prada in the late slot. perhaps looking for him, opts to go up wall, but Tension reads the play and is there to cause some problems. Carries a little bit of space, just goes for the long shot, trying to farm some shots and chances. Almost got something out of it, but Luke is able to get in the way. Puck lifted across the ice. Randy trying to get a stick on it. Doesn't initially, but is able to get that down low wrap pass to Beastly Italian, who looks for the breakout pass. Up and in the air. Finds Tension in theory. He is able to get it back to Randy. Looking for an attack now. Up in the air and across. Ooh. Gets past the defenders, but unfortunately gets past the offenders as well. As Prada looks to get it cleared. Outnumbered on defense, Beastly Italian tries to keep it together. Yo, dead guy sprinting back. Jamal loses the puck a little bit, which does cost some of the chances. Again, Log, like you said, it's all about speed. And the defenders close in this time. 45 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and as you kind of hinted at, Katie, it's really good that they got that one goal with dead guy hitting the back door in. Built some confidence here. They weren't just totally shut down by Luke and the Foxes in game 1, and I think they'll have a second to take a breather and retool for the second game.
Yeah, and you can get scored on a bunch in the first game, but if you don't get shut out, that is a consolation prize for sure. Where again, if you go into that second game, you get some momentum, it can be a whole different story, especially as a team that is still kind of piecing everything together and adapting. The bleeding stopped pretty fast this game, where there was kind of an inflow or influx, whatever. A lot of goals happened early, and then I think that the Caribou were able to kind of piece it together, and we saw a much calmer rest of the game. I think if the next game does the same, or is it just they're all leaving? Was it just one game tonight?
Oh, there should be 2. It may be the server size, because I think the limit's down a little bit, so maybe they have to hop in and out. Let's see. At least we have 15, so maybe we're okay. I think guys are just joining now.
Yeah, it looks like they have numbers. Okay.
Yep.
Game 1 does go to the Fernie Foxes, but don't let the score mislead you. Like I said, I think this next game can be much, much, much closer. I think the Caribou just have to have their feet planted for this first period, not let it slip out of their grasp, and they could very well win this one.
Absolutely.
A few more passes and a few more shots going their way, and finding those quality chances, like we said, while the defensive side diminishes the value that the Foxes are going to get out of their looks.
Yeah, and new players coming out here for either side. It looks like Sun will be starting in net for the Foxes. Oh, he's out. Maybe come back. And Will stepping out there. Viper and Midnight out there once again. Viper playing center here. And for Hobart, Henton, a PHL rookie, with everyone's favorite Canadian gamer stepping out here for Hobart with Rhubarb on right D with him. And Pigeon Gamer, a D2 sub that a lot were surprised to hear his name. They didn't really know him. I think he has a lot of playtime in Ponce, and he's on this Hobart team as well.
Yeah, I was going to say some names I'm not too familiar with, specifically Henton, which I will be keeping an eye out for, especially in that forward slot. And Pigeon, a goalie, who I will also have my eye on, has that gold crown. Shout outs.
Love it, love it, love it. And a lot of new rookies coming in this season, Katie. Super cool to see dudes coming from other leagues like IPL and Ponce as well.
It's the most kind of refreshing thing to see is, well, the two most refreshing things is seeing the existing players go up in divisions between seasons. Love to see it. Love to see the game progress and new players reach new heights. And with that does mean that more spots open up for people to make a name and improve themselves, which is just as equally as thrilling. My grammar wasn't great there, but you get the idea. It's nice to see new names, and as well, that brings along new play styles, new ideas, new moves, which is thrilling for me, especially seeing new goalies come up. It's a position with a lot of little intricacies and quirks, and it's cool seeing new people kind of figure their play styles out, how they play in games. And it really is, no matter the division, just it's a different vibe when you are in a league match versus in a pug, in a public, or you know, even playing in a different league that maybe has kind of a different player base, this is very much its own thing. So I'm very excited for these players to experience it.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're just waiting for one player to come back here. I believe it's Prada. And on the topic of rookies, shout out to Ford, PHL rookie, a dude I played with in Ponce, actually, back in Season 1. He scored the first PHL Season 4 goal across all 3 divisions. So
Oh, hell yeah.
it was a
Tone
beautiful
setter.
bat. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, imagine that, Log. Imagine the first season of D3 saying that people are going to be getting bat goals. It's the first goal of the season.
Came a long way. I saw Throck made a funny comment earlier. I'm sure he's exaggerating a little bit, I hope, but he said, like, oh, this is almost, he said, what did he say? This is almost as good as a Season 1 D1 play, so.
Yeah. No, it's I mean, my best frame of reference for it is kind of what Rocket League was like, where, you know, early days it was impressive if you got off the ground and hit the ball in the air. Same thing here, where I remember saying a long time ago is, you know, when people were first doing those bat goals, essentially something along the lines of like, the game's going to get to a point where someone sends the puck in the air, and if you don't bat it in, they're getting mad at you, as opposed to it being like, hey, this, you know, extreme clip-worthy thing. So the ceiling is just getting higher and higher, which means that the skill level that people come up to is accelerated because people learn faster. People aren't having to do it all by hand. You know, it's like early on you got like the Rodney Mullen of puck, and then now you got the guys that, you know, they know the established tricks, they know the established concepts and tech. Their board bounce and their batting, and it's lovely to see. As we get Henton, the rookie center, pushing up for a chance, almost gets it across. Sun able to drop it down. Sun, I also believe, is that a Poncer or Nappler? Where I
think
recognize that name from.
He played Ponce, and I think he is part of the staff team for IPL, I believe.
Gotcha. Looks like we don't have a score bug.
Oh, oopsies. There it is.
Oops.
It has a new little animation, so I gotta remember to hit the button.
Oh, that is a fancy little animation. Look at that. As Will goes for a quick chance. Pigeon drop in the pads, getting the stick in the way. Great awareness from the goalie. And a 0-0 game, especially, it is easy to lose focus, especially if you haven't gotten a shot for a while. So it is a great ability to be able to kind of have some idle time, and then out of nowhere, if a shot comes on, you're still on. It's more draining than you would think if you don't play a lot of goalie log. I'm sure you're very aware of it.
Yeah.
So props to Pigeon. It's not just about getting the save in the moment. It's about the context of the moment that makes it even harder. So big props there. Lots of shout-outs in chat for him as well. Excited to see how he fares this game. 0-0 so far, about halfway through the first period. And do love to see some migration between servers. Seeing, like you said, log players from other leagues kind of finding their way here into, you know, what I personally believe is kind of the height or the, you know, the pinnacle of competitive puck. In my personal opinion, I think there's a lot of just fantastic play here, especially with how the divisions are stacked. Just a fantastic place to showcase your skills as well as improve them. With Rhubarb here. Randy looking to get that puck up the ice. Finds Randy. Randy just not able to catch it. Prada staying in D for the Fernie Foxes. Doing a great job game one, staying in. And Canadian Gamer for the Hobart Bay Caribou stepping up now. Curls behind the net.
Really proud of him as how far he's come so far. He's really improved his game as of recently, and being picked, I believe, in round 5 or 6 of D3. Making a name for himself this season, so I'm super excited to see what he can do with Hobart Bay.
Indeed, and looking at the board, looks like there's some server issues. Pigeon briefly was at 90 ping, but looks like he's back down. Misses the clear.
Oh, look at this, the double miss. Nearly right in front of the goal
there. A little scary there, but goes unpunished as Randy looks for a chance here. Ends up going for the pass. Cross crease, Henton. It was admittedly a little bit slow of a pass, maybe gave the goalie more of a heads up that it was coming, but still a fantastic chance and great accuracy on both the pass and the shot. If we get that through a little bit more, Sun might have a harder time getting the save, but Sun able to stop it this time, keeping it 0-0 as we approach the end of the first period.
Yeah.
Like I said, going a lot slower than that first game of the night.
Yeah, very much so. And shout out to everyone watching. We got a good 44 viewers here for some D3 pucks. So welcome to PHL opening night here.
Barf with some peanut gallery commentary, saying that a weak point of Pigeon's game might be his ability to play the puck, and I think that especially just happens especially. I said especially twice. That's how you know it's been a long day for me. Switching kind of game layouts and mods, punts, the puck just feels so different when going for clears. I've switched to punts for a couple games, and I feel like I have jello for hands trying to go through the clears. It feels different, so it takes some time to adapt, but I would say those details are the ones that sometimes develop a little bit slower for goalies in general, where, you know, the focus is always stop the puck from going in the net. And then it takes a while to establish those foundations before you're kind of thinking of, all right, I know how to stop the puck from going in the net. And then what do I do when it's near me? What do I do for passing? Where do I clear it to? All of those details, which again become even more important in league play. So this is where you kind of hone your skills and try out new things. Canadian Gamer going up to Henton. Tries to get it into the slot, but Prada locking it down on D. Sends it up to Viper. Back to Prada. Up and over Canadian Gamer, looking for some space here. Randy trying to chase him down. Gets in the way, but tries to get it across to Will. A little bit of stick on puck contact, but not enough. As he wraps around unguarded, Viper has some room to work. Does lose it though. Gives space for Rhubarb to get it and hopefully getting to clear for Hobart.
Oh my god, what a hit.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. This Canadian Gamer looks to get up the ice. Pass to Randy. Randy having a little bit of a hard time catching these passes from behind. Does get there eventually. And to Henton!
Oh!
Chance after chance. The quality is there. I think it'll just take a little bit more ironing things out as Pigeon leaves a little bit too much space open. Viper almost able to sink it in, but does block it in time. Barf, I think that's just a part of playing goalie in general, is passing it to the opponents. You're just allowed to do it every now and then for fun. As Viper hard around goes over Will, which will force Randy to carry the puck. Defenders closing in a little bit, able to strip it off of Randy. Midnight going to try and pick it up. The captain of the Fernie Fox is on the ice. As Will, another familiar name in NA Pugs and in E3, I believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Log.
Yeah, a lot of points, a lot of net pucks in the back of the net. Excuse me, not nets in the back of the puck. So Will is a very successful D3 player, D3 career. So.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the beauty, is that D3 has these people that have found success there. It has people that are playing PHL for the first time, and it's great to see kind of how it appears different players.
Oh man!
Massive hit by Viper, opens up some space, goes for the shot. Looks like Canadian Gamer did get a little tip on the puck to send it over the net. Great defensive play there as Henton finds a little bit of open space, has that lateral pass. Can he get it to Randy? No. Able to get there in time as Randy lays down another hit.
Randy on his former teammate Prada just decks him.
Yeah. And, I mean, 0-0 halfway through the game. I mean, you might as well start getting physical, see what element of the game breaks first. Prada now keeping the puck behind the net, wraps it around Sun. Taking his sweet time, he's able to. Back behind the net, Rhubarb able to pick it up for Hobart. Fernie not able to get an attack out of that situation, but maybe with this dump back in, they can apply enough pressure to get possession. Viper goes up, but she's not able to get the puck off the defenders. As she keeps it again one more time now, but one more time not able to get the play that she wants on it, as Randy gonna take it up for Hobart, looking for a long shot maybe or a pass, but ends up losing the puck back to his own side. Pigeon looking to play it, fingers crossed.
Ooh.
It's up the ice. Not too bad, not too bad. Henton able to pick that one up the center. Looking to get it up ice. Can he hold on to it? He can. But with the desperation pass means you're sacrificing accuracy. That does go to Midnight. Midnight looks to get an open shot. In the slot,
Good
passes
play.
across, but misses Viper. Brutal. That could have been the one. Maybe you just got to opt to take the shot there if you have it. As Midnight, again, looks to make a play. Whereas looking like an even chance on the shot or the pass, sometimes you just got to reduce the amount of risk involved in the play. But live and learn. Will goes for a quick rip. Almost catch it pitching off guard. And
Oh,
the
there it
wrap
is! Oh my!
through! I can't believe it. On the line, but not over. The puck dancing there, and Pigeon's pad has just the little toe sticking out to block it from going all the way in. As Rhubarb desperately trying to get it out of the zone. 30 seconds left in the second period. Still scoreless. As Rhubarb looks for a chance. Has one, goes for the shot, saved by Sun. Fantastic work in the crease. Prada now. Towards the end of the period, last chance or two. Going into the third. Will looks for a pass or a shot. Canadian Gamer strips it off of Will. Viper looking to keep it in the zone, does get it. But is there a final chance they can get? Will trying to get the opportunity. Passes out in front. The shot in the air. Ooh. He shook for a moment.
Exciting.
Not on target, though.
Exciting for a
Yeah.
0-0 contest. We don't have the advanced stats on the screen yet. I'll be getting that working hopefully by D1, which will be on Tuesday. We'll hopefully get a couple streams out. But
One down
yeah.
now. As we low shots on net for how like electric this game has felt. 5-3 in favor of the Foxes. Only 2 face-offs, so going 50-50 on that. Pass is pretty even. Exits and entries even enough. Possession pretty even. I mean, it's a race to score first. The defense and offense both playing pretty well with just some breakouts happening here and there. Randy looking to make an early statement in the third, but off target. Midnight up to Viper. Has Will in the center. Can she get it to him? Gets bodied by Canadian Gamer. Tries to hold on to it. Has a little bit of space. Can she get the shot off? Goes for it. Blocked and sent aside. But again, another scary chance where both goalies kind of having to, deal with the extra pressure that's slowly adding up. The more time that passes, the more you don't want to be the first to let that first goal in. Midnight now. Tries to get a pass. Does strip off Rhubarb. Viper out in front, but Pigeon pushing up just in time, dropping those pads. This is the first season with this new 5-hole patch added, so the pads move a little bit differently this season. It's an adjustment for all the goalies. Div 3 and up. As learning all the little quirks, but loving what I'm seeing from Hobart's netminder tonight. We're staying dynamic, staying active, staying involved. More of that stand-up goalie playstyle that you're mentioning, Log.
Yeah.
As Rhubarb is going to try and collect this one. I'm ticking down. It really feels like the first goal will really define this game. And unless somebody has a quick comeback, it could be the only goal of the game, which is scary to think about for both teams.
It is.
Some physicality. Henton trying to get the puck there. Opts to leave it for Randy. Randy has a little bit of space here. Gets past the defenders across.
Man.
But the ideas are there. The execution just has to be smoothed out a little bit. But looking fantastic for both teams. The creativity is there. Where they're getting the chances, it really just feels like a toss-up of who's going to get theirs first. It's going to be whoever gets the execution right.
I love Canadian Gamer pushing himself. They're getting more active on that play, nearly as the first goal of this game. I know the Bird will be very proud of him.
Yeah, he's a player that's been grinding, and it's great to see him finding success here and kind of, finding his play style, seeing where he fits in on the ice. Trying to just be that smart defensive player, but also being able to make some plays. Great asset for the team, and I've been what I've been seeing from Henton too. His positioning has been nice. He's where the puck should be going. He's finding opportunities and getting aggressive. I think it's a great look so far for both teams. I mean, their lineups have a lot to be happy about. As Henton looks to get the puck up ice, has the lateral pass to Randy. Maybe gonna see if he can deke it. Log. There used to be not one game where somebody deked like that in a D3 match.
Oh my god, yeah. That's incredible how far this game.
Now we're seeing it from everybody. Pigeon getting the save. The clear was a little bit scary there, but his team was able to scoop in and help him out as Randy looks to get it down ice. Hampton looking to be open, goes for the shot. Is there a
Bang.
rebound here? No. Sent aside by Midnight. Getting back just in time. Where again, a rebound could very well spell out the first goal if it's not a, cross crease pass or something like that, where every little chance is going to matter. Randy up the boards. Can't find Henton. Midnight going to scoop in on this one. The captain doing a great job on defense. Deeks back and forth. Not able to get past Randy, though. Sent in deep. It'll be a race to the puck. Sun opting not to go for it. Trust Midnight to get there first. Minute and 13 seconds left in the third. Scoreless. Still in game 2. It's Prada now. For a chance. Finding a little bit of space, but Randy steps in. Gets physical. I've been loving the physical action in this game too. Seems like both teams are really involved and really have that energy, which is what you're looking for, especially on the debut night. Sends across. Looks like he was expecting Randy to push up on it, but Randy opting to play it safe. Can't hit on that, but Will finding some open space. Loses it, gets it in front. Makes the most of a tricky situation as we get 30 seconds left. Rhubarb slowly moving up the ice, looking for a chance. Has Hendon kind of scooping up towards the front.
Bang! Rooster.
Sun maybe thinking that Hendon was a threat there after he board bounced in. Keep an eye on him. Dashes to the side.
The Sally.
Too early. What a fantastic goal. Sun getting punished for that adjust on the dash to the center. Moved a little bit too early, and that could be the
goal.
one to define the game. Yeah.
Massive goal from
And
Rhubarb. Grizzled D3 veteran. I know he had a tough season last time with the Revolution, and great for him to score the first goal of his team season here.
Yeah, it must feel fantastic. And real dynamic gameplay where we've seen Canadian Gamer get some chances. Rhubarb, the D-man, getting the first goal of this game. And that is an even 1-1 on the night for both teams. Like I said, both teams lots to be proud of, and I'm thrilled to see how they kind of progress as the season goes on. But I gotta say the chemistry win of the night is Jamaldi down and Viper.
Yeah,
in
my
that
goodness.
First game.
Really moving the puck nicely there, and there's no chance for the goal in a lot of those goals. So
Yeah.
shout out to them.
Yeah, Sonic did point out shutout for Pigeon, the only shutout of the night. And credit to Pigeon, credit to the team for clearing up some of those rebounds as well. Group effort for any shutout that ever happens. And again, a lot to be proud of. Thrilling night, about as much as you can ask for with night 1 antics. Got some physicality, got some good goals, got some good saves. I'm happy with what I saw tonight, Log. How about you?
Yeah, I think the future is bright for the PHL here in Season 4. It's really, really high quality play here in the Prospect Division, and it only gets you more excited for D2 and D1, which will be live here soon, hopefully this week. And yeah, anything else from you tonight, Katie?
I think that's about it. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. 46 views is lovely. I love to see everybody stopping by. Whether you're on a team, whether you're spectating, whether you don't even play the game of puck. Always love to see people in here and active and chatting. Makes it feel a lot more lively, and it's much appreciated. Stay tuned for more games happening this week. I believe we have... What's the next stream we got coming up, Log?
I don't know if we'll have any Monday, but Tuesday I know for a fact we'll have some people trying to get the Pro Division going. So
True.
I will be a little late to the party on that day, but hopefully I can get up with the ability to stream.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Super excited though. This was mainly kind of a little bit of a test run, hacking out some things for Season 4. Of course, the big updates came out and modders had to update things. Huge shout out to Toaster as well. Toaster and Delph for all the work they've done on their mods. Yeah.
Tommy's done some
Tommy as well.
work.
Yep.
Lurker, John, all the usual suspects. It has taken a village to get this S word working. So
yeah.
It really, none of this would be possible without the people making the mods to the game. So say thank yous to Dalf and Dyslexic Wireless as well for the website and Puck Guru. It's each season I say this, but it's the season I'm most excited about, just with what offerings we have here. and kind of the on-stream and off-stream things that we're able to we can bring to you. I mean, there's a lot going on. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, absolutely, and many great things to come here from the PHL. But in the meantime, my name is Log, joined by Katie in the booth, and stay tuned for more PHL Season 4 action, guys.
Go on.